Could we be on the brink of a legendary reunion in Toronto? With Joe Thornton making waves as part of the Maple Leafs mentorship trip, fans are buzzing with the possibility of him returning in a coaching role. Imagine the wisdom of a 24-year NHL veteran guiding our young stars. Thornton's impact was felt during his playing days, and now, with Auston Matthews inviting him back, could this be the missing piece for the Leafs to finally break through? Don't miss out on this exciting development. Hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up to stay in the loop on all things Maple Leafs. Seeing Joe Thornton join the Toronto Maple Leafs' recent mentor trip is nothing short of exciting and thought-provoking. It's a clear nod to the legacy and influence that legends like Jumbo Joe can have on today's stars. Thornton, who donned the Maple Leafs jersey during the 2020-21 season, is not just a figure from the past. He's someone who played an instrumental role in shaping the careers of players like Auston Matthews. It's no coincidence that Matthews himself extended the invitation to bring Thornton along. Matthews remarked about Thornton's significance, saying, "He's not just my mentor. I feel like he's the mentor for almost everyone here." That statement carries weight. Thornton's presence is more than a nostalgic reminder of his playing days. It's a testament to the camaraderie and mentorship that exists within this team. And here's where the conversation gets really interesting. Could this be a precursor to a more formal role for Thornton with the team? With the NHL's flexibility regarding coaching staff, bringing in a player of Thornton's caliber as a coach or consultant seems like a no-brainer. His career stats, 1,139 points over 24 years, scream experience and expertise. But it's not just about the numbers. It's about the wisdom and leadership he embodies. The way he has connected with the current roster goes beyond just hockey. It's about instilling a culture of excellence and resilience. Now, let's consider the implications of this potential move. Imagine Thornton mentoring not just the established stars like Matthews, Mitch Marner, and William Nylander, but also the younger guys like Max Domi, Matthew Knies, Fraser Minton, and Easton Cowan. These players are at a critical juncture in their careers, and who better to guide them than a legend with a heart for the game? The emotional weight of having Thornton's guidance could be the difference between good and great for these emerging talents. But here's where I find myself torn. On one hand, it feels almost poetic to see a player of Thornton's stature return in a mentoring capacity, helping to shape the next generation of Maple Leafs. On the other hand, are we risking the chance of romanticizing the past at the expense of focusing on new strategies and ideas? Do we want to cling to past heroes, or do we want to innovate and push forward? It's a fine line to walk, and I can't help but think about how this decision could impact the team's trajectory. The emotional roller coaster of being a Maple Leafs fan is often tied to our hopes and dreams for the franchise. We've seen great players come and go, and we've experienced the highs and lows of playoff runs. The idea of Thornton stepping into a coaching role adds another layer to that narrative. It's about more than just hockey. It's about building a community, a legacy, and ultimately a championship-winning team. So what do you think? Is bringing Thornton on board the right move for the Maple Leafs? Honestly, I'm conflicted. Part of me believes in harnessing the power of mentorship from someone who has been there and done that. But I also wonder about the need for fresh ideas in the coaching staff. Auston Matthews has finally broken his silence about his play since returning from injury, and as a passionate fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs, I can't help but feel a swell of optimism. It's been a roller coaster of a season for our captain, one that I'm sure he didn't anticipate. A slow start, compounded by 2 separate stints on the injured reserve, has left many of us wondering if he could be sidelined for an extended period. But here's the good news. Since his latest return, Matthews has been lighting it up on the ice. In just his last 3 games, he's netted 2 goals and dished out 5 assists, showcasing the skill and determination that made him a dominant force last season. The best part, he's not showing any signs of pain or discomfort. It's clear he's regaining his confidence, and that's crucial not just for him, but for the entire team. Matthews himself stated, "I feel good. I think every night I feel better. You want to keep that rhythm." It's refreshing to hear him speak with such assurance, especially considering the doubts that have been swirling around. Listening to him talk, you can almost feel the weight lift off the shoulders of Leafs fans everywhere. Confidence is vital in this game, and Matthews seems to have found his groove again. He attributes part of this resurgence to his line mates, Mitch Marner and Matthew Knees, who have been instrumental in his success. Against Boston, this trio combined for an astonishing 13 points, with Knees even scoring his first career hat trick. It's that kind of chemistry on the ice that makes me believe we're witnessing something special. Now, let's take a step back. Before his return, Matthews had only 11 goals and 12 assists in 24 games. That's not the production we expect from our captain. But with his recent performances, he's raised his totals to 13 goals and 17 assists in 27 games. If he can keep this up, it's hard not to envision the Leafs making a serious playoff push. The team is currently sitting pretty atop the Atlantic Division, and if they can fend off Florida, we could be looking at a competitive postseason. The Maple Leafs have made some strategic moves recently, bolstering their defensive lineup and hoping for the return of a healthy Anthony Stolarz. These decisions could prove to be game changers as we march toward the playoffs. But do these moves make me feel confident about our chances? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, the defense is looking more solid than it has in years, but the pressure will be on everyone, especially Matthews, to perform when it counts. As fans, we've been through our fair share of heartbreak. We've seen promise turn into disappointment too many times. But the hope that Matthews is back to his scoring ways reignites that spark in all of us. If he can find the back of the net consistently, I believe we'll be a force to reckon with come playoff time. The potential is there, and I can't help but dream of what this team could accomplish together. And you, what do you think? Are you feeling the same optimism as I am? Or do you have reservations about our path forward? I want to hear your opinions down below. Let's keep this conversation going. The passion we share as Leafs fans is what makes this community so special. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things Toronto Maple Leafs. And remember, activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Together, let's rally behind our team and hope for a successful season ahead.